Hey, what's going on, guys? Ian Fernando here. I'm actually excited to present to you a slide or information that I've been passionately talking about to a bunch of other affiliates in the past, and the strategy that I've been using for such a long time. I don't know if you've heard of me speak in the past and at affiliate summits or in any of the ad techs or affiliate world. I'll always talk about lead gen or internal lead gen and how it's important for any affiliate or any business in this space. I'll be presenting a slide. Let me get the slide going. Excuse me. Let's just share the screen. And here it is. Just myself. Okay, so this is, I want to thank KINZA for allowing me to speak on their platform. I was supposed to be with you guys, actually. The fact that I got a little sick and there's a little issues with visa and how I had to acquire my visa, and during the travel pandemic had been a little bit difficult. So I was not able to attain a visa to visit you guys and talk to you in person and provide you with strategies. So who am I? My name is Ian Fernando. I've been in this affiliate space for roughly 15 years, 15 years plus. I basically started on like eBay, doing a lot of reselling on eBay. Then I did some stuff on MySpace, creating ebooks on there, selling PDFs in forums. I was probably a huge forum guide using my signature as my affiliate link and selling PDFs and getting paid via PayPal back in the day. So I've sold companies, I make software for myself. I do a lot of consultation for networks and all that back. I've also been an advertiser. I've done drop shipping. I've done the whole vast. And this is why I tell a lot of affiliates that, hey, I've pretty much done everything online. What is next? Even right now, I'm into Amazon FBA. I do print on demand. So what is next online? There's always so much opportunities. I just got to figure out where to go next, right? But today, it's all about you guys and trying to get you guys to understand what affiliate marketing is and why affiliates sometimes, most of the times, go broke, right? And the reason for this is because they really don't own anything. And when I say they don't own anything, it's because when you buy traffic, you're just spending money in hope to get something in return that's higher than what you spent, right? You're not capturing any data. They're not going to any website. I mean, they are, but that landing page or domain is a throwaway domain. You don't own that domain. And when I say you don't own that domain, you're not keeping it or holding on it for 5+ years, right? To turn into something else, right? You're just using it for a one-off. And if your domain gets banned on Google or what other network, you just get a new domain, right? It's that easy to generate a domain online, but you don't own anything. And in this retrospect, I want to talk about why affiliates are going to be better at this game of online purchasing or online buying media, and how to really take it to another level. And when I say that, it's an easy step and a simple thing that you just have to add onto your landing page, and that's it. There really isn't much to it. You might have to learn a new skill set, which is fine because you're just growing as a person. But other than that, it's pretty easy, you know. So let's see. Our skill set as an affiliate marketer is technically really all about thought, right? Being an affiliate, we tend to really focus on the left or right side of the brain, the analytical side or the creativity side. We also tend to blend these two together. And there are very few marketers that can really take both sides and use it to their advantage. Affiliates are basically the bottom tier of marketers online, right? We're basically just bottom feeders. We're the lowest tier of marketing, but we're the most passionate and we're the most creative and we're the most analytical. And the reason for this is because we only focus on one thing, traffic, and that's it, right? How do we get engagement up on a landing page? How do we get a CTRs higher on our ad copy, right? We're good at everything, but we're masterful at generating traffic. It's because we're able to take a look at the engagement, do a bunch of tests, see what works, and then go from there. Then we take that creativity side, bring it to the analytical side, and be like, oh, our ad copy reacted differently from our ad copy yesterday. Let's go dig deep. But then we got conversions at this hour. Why do we do that? Why do we get that? What platform was on? Was it mobile or desktop? Can we create buckets for mobile and desktop? Can we create buckets for iOS systems and iOS versions, right? iPhone 4 versus iPhone 7. That's the analytical side that comes in. But the creativity side comes in when you create systems and the angles. And we're technically the best at angles, right? Especially when you do dating campaigns. I know for a fact, like, you have to constantly come up with dating campaigns. That dating campaigns and angles die. Your ad creative die pretty quickly, right? Whereas maybe if you do solar leads, or if you do like other types of lead, like refinance, you can keep the same creatives for a longer period than maybe something that's always so constant like dating, right? So, but affiliates can own anything, right? You can create a blog, like I have a blog on IanFernando.com, and it generates me revenue each month through my affiliate links, right? But there are also things which we're going to talk today is owning the email list, right? And all we're going to do is just add a form, sign up to an ESP, add it to your landing page, and that's pretty much it, right? You actually get to own your data from your traffic. So instead of spending 25 cents per click to generate a conversion of, let's say, I don't know, $40, right? That 25 cents only happens once. That lead belongs to the advertiser, and that's it. Whereas maybe you spend 25 cents at a loss, right, on a lead, but that lead convert 2 or 3 days down the road at $40, right? Now you can remarket to this person, market this guy, this lead over and over again. Hopefully that $40 turns into $200, $300, maybe even $1,000 over an average order value or average order conversions for the end user or for yourself, right? So that's kind of the idea that we want to do here, especially with changes happening with traffic. Like Facebook is having issues right now because of obviously changes that's going on with iPhone and the new 14 update privacy rules, and that's only going to get worse. So imagine if you just have to turn off your traffic on Facebook, but you don't have to technically do that for email. You can always email these users day in, day out, multiple times a day, once a day, 3 times a day, course over a week's time or a month time, et cetera, right? It's really up to you, but that traffic doesn't die, right? So there's an advantage here, and you got to weigh in cost up front versus cost over time. Landing pages into lead gen. So this is pretty an interesting concept just because we obviously create landing pages to try to pre-sell the end user and convert them over, right? And we do this because we want to validate the click. We want to validate the lead. We don't want to send an advertiser bad leads and potentially not get paid. And that's an issue that happens through the industry, and that's something that we don't want to do, right? So the reason why we have a landing page is obviously to clean and filter out traffic, what is good and what is bad for the advertiser, and the advertiser decides to pay the network or pay us out directly. So what we want to do is basically just add in a opt-in form on the page and then send it to the offer. So what we have now technically is we have a pre-sale page. When they click on, yes, I want to learn more, they go to the offer page, right? What if we just add in an opt-in form or a pop-up form? When they click, hey, I want to learn more, a pop-up comes up. Oh, this is only locked for certain members. If you want to view this content, please enter email and phone number below, et cetera, or whatever information you want to collect, and then send them to the offer. I personally have found this a constant where the landing page CTR obviously drops because there's people that are just click happy. But when people enter the email address, they're actually validating themselves. These are micro goals that they're completing. And when they do it, they're more validated leads. So I've only noticed personally, I've only noticed a 2% drop in landing page CTR when I switched over to opt-in to offer instead of LPCTR to offer, right? So it's not a big deal. And the reason for this is because the 2 or 3% difference, you can probably make up over a course of time from the lead in itself, or you might even make sure you're able to earn more in commissions on the lead way over time, right? So that loss of 2-3% is not a big deal in my opinion. Email marketing. All right, is there another slide here? Oh yeah. Email marketing is definitely a new skill set. I personally don't like writing a lot, right? But it allows me to learn how to properly write. I mean, even on my blog here, there's a bunch of you guys that actually correct my posts and say, hey, Ian, you should write it like this, right? And that's perfectly fine. I don't take any offense to it, right? But email marketing is different because now you have to pre-sell them in the email to maybe a landing page to maybe an offer, or pre-sell them in the email to the offer. Now you got to tag these users. You got to put these in buckets. You got to learn proper ad copy, right? There are a lot of email marketers that I know that just put in a link that says, hey, check out his diabetes offers and the link, where there's a lot more affiliates that do tweet style content where it's only X amount of characters, X amount of words. And then there are others that give you a whole story and backbone and people that engage in the email more so. So it really depends what direction, what you want, where you want to go. It also depends on how your leads interact with you. Are they open happy? Are they click happy? Are they going to be with you for a while? It all really, really depends on the end user, right? So, oh, battery's about to die. Let me just plug this in real quick. Okay, we're good to go. Sorry about that. But the thing about affiliate marketers is that we're definitely fast learners, right? Because we're hungry about money. We push for money, right? And that's why we're so good at buying traffic or generating traffic, is because we just focus on one skill set, traffic, right? It's what I said earlier. But now we have to learn about email marketing, just because now we have a lead that we own and we got to do something with them. We got to engage with them somehow. We got to make sure they stay on. Hopefully they don't unsubscribe. We got to figure out the unsubscribe rate and all that, right? Email marketing is all about copy, and segmenting, tagging, and cleaning the list. Inboxing, a lot of email marketers say inboxing is an issue, but I think if your leads are good, you shouldn't have an inbox issue, right? Especially when you're constantly cleaning, validating the leads, if they're interacting and they're clicking, right? The goal is for them to click through your emails, so the servers and IPs know that okay, this guy is actually interested in my email, okay? So a lot of new things that technical side you really don't need. It's just the front end side, I think, is more important, right? Now, segmenting, tagging, and surveying. This is very important in email, is because the fact that you have leads now, you can actually start making your own buckets of traffic, right? And the way you do this is basically segmenting the list. If they click on an offer that is way different from what they've signed up for, boom, you can tag that user, put them in a different list, put them in a different, or just tag them. There's obviously ways to tag it based on the ESP, but a lot of the ESPs, they do new lists. You can move them to a new list and that would be your bucket, right? Maybe you went from diabetes offer to a teeth whitening offer, right? That is something important for you to realize, notice like, hey, let's put this person in diabetes, but also put him in teeth whitening. So then we can show him other teeth whitening offers, issues with maybe e-com offers for teeth whitening, et cetera, hygiene, et cetera, right? So it just gives you a better way to create buckets of traffic. Usually also surveying is the same thing. You survey users constantly, make sure you don't have to send them an offer all the time. Surveying allows you to create a more in-depth bucket, tagging users on multiple causes. Are you interested in saving money on your home insurance? would you be excited to learn about Walmart gift offers, right? Do you think you can add tags on the lead and then later on be like, oh, just have the tag of Walmart gift offers, send only these leads Walmart offers, right? So it's just an important thing to really understand the tagging of users that are engaging, opening, clicking, right? Maybe you don't want to send to your whole list, but you want to send to people that are only clicking, right? Because you have an awesome offer and you want to see if it converts, right? Maybe you just want people to open and then see if it's actually a headline that you want to test, right? These are things that you want to segment on your email list, because each section or action can be done in a better way, especially when the ESPs and Google inboxes are watching the activity. You need to watch the activity too and address it the way it needs to be addressed. So here's a very simple offer. Solar is actually pretty popular nowadays. You can get this offer on ClickDealer, which is also very popular, affiliate network. So usually this offer goes directly to this offer page, which is great, right? The advertiser doesn't collect the lead until at the end of this, which then you can put a opt-in form right in front of this page, copy this same style, put it in an email opt-in form, and send it over to your landing page designer and make sure that you can convert on it. Very simple, just make it interact with the page, copy the same style, or you can just make something different, right? You can be like, hey, here are 10 reasons why solar is going to be great in your area. Provide them a PDF download and then redirect them to this offer, right? So yeah, like I said here, the headline PDFs. So statistical savings from switching to solar. Oh, excuse me. Welcome email, send user PDF document savings in 3-day series, breakup news article that entice user to visit the offer, right? And the reason why I say visit the offer is because let's say they don't convert, right? You want to try to entice them and convert them. So maybe you want to give them other offers that are in the same boat, but you want to do it within a 3-day period. I believe that the click that comes in on Monday should convert by Wednesday or Thursday, right? Where do you find the email offers? I just stated you can go to ClickDealer. ClickDealer pretty much has a bunch of offers that you can get from them. Solar lead gen, I actually have a solar lead gen strategy on the blog at ianfernando.com if you guys want to check it out. But you can find any offers from weight loss to BizOps to finance to crypto, to obviously solar, refinance, subprime loans, pretty much everything on the ClickDealer. They do have a huge amount of offers on there. Break even on the front end. Excuse me while I drink some water, guys, you know. That's some good water. But the strategy here is to try to break even on the front end, right? If you're profitable on the front end, man, that's awesome, right? Usually, most of the times you are going to be profitable, especially if you do like high payout offers like VSLs, weight loss, things of that nature, right? But if you're doing something small, like maybe some dating or loans or something like that, where it's under $25, right? You kind of want to just break even, right? Remember, you're going from opt-in to offer, right? And that's it. Usually I'll accept a negative 10% ROI on traffic. Again, just because I believe that over time, I make that money back, right? And the way to track this is obviously using a proper affiliate tracking platform. I've used Volume, I've used BMob. So those are two that I recommend. Binome is another one if you want it on your own server. But I find Volume to be the most simplistic one. Obviously, it's the most popular one to use, you know. So this way you get to track the lead and per email. There are obviously other softwares that helps you track on a per lead basis as well. But I do it in the most simplest form, right? As long as the ESP is able to pass over the email ID, then you're able to track each lead that comes in over time, over the course of X amount of months or whatever, however long you want to continue doing your own internal lead gen, right? But again, the goal is obviously to break even on the front end. And I know for high volume affiliates, especially if you're doing thousands of dollars a day, it might not be something because you really want to get paid. But in a cycle, basically you will surpass that eventually, just because you are sending an email every day, getting conversions every day. So there will be an overlap when that stops. So email breakdown formats. There's obviously a lot of ways to do this. This is my way. This is an old slide that I've done in the past at Affiliate Summit, I believe. And I was talking about how to take your leads from an advertiser and how to do BOGOs, downsells, partials right up front within the first 3 days or 5 days of the funnel. Excuse me. Again, writing copy is the most cumbersome part about email marketing. This is the most annoying part I personally find. This is why I get writers to just write it for me. It's far more easier to do that. I believe that I'm not a great writer, right? I know I'm not a great writer. People correct me on my writing skills all the time. Even maybe through this talk, you're probably like, what the hell is he talking about? I can't understand him, right? But I get people from Fiverr just to write emails for me. I don't usually use network emails. I get ideas from them because they're all pretty much the same. And there's a good chance that your lead is on somebody else's email list, right? So they might see that email somewhere and you don't want to repeat it for the end user. Again, the goal is to entice and train and create a relationship with these users, especially when you want to keep your lead list very, very strong. Right. Also, the best way to do this is try to subscribe to other email lists. There's a bunch of sites out there that's always collecting data, and I think it's the best way to do is find out what the competition is doing. Right. It's impossible to actually find an opt-in to offer through spy tools, because I believe what the spy tool is doing is just looking at the link and clicking over. And that's why it's able to give you the data. When it sees no exit out of the landing page, it believes that's the end route and that's it, right? So that's why you'll never see opt-in to offers on landing pages, on spy tools for some odd reason, right? But you should also use like really good emails.com as a place for content inspiration. It's a really good place to look at high-level curated emails, how they do their copy, how do they write, graphical versus text, right? There's a bunch of ways. But then again, those are big companies versus maybe use an affiliate or use a low-hanging fruit or obviously a bottom affiliate, right? We just try to make things simple, right? And we just try to do things in volume. That's all we do, right? So we're going towards the end, and the purpose of email marketing or lead gen, I call it internal lead gen, right? Is because, obviously you're doing a lead gen internally and sending it offers, right? But there's a lot of affiliates that go wrong with email. All they do is just send email. You don't do any of the segmenting, tagging. You just do it in volume, right? Because you remember, you have to think about there's cost to sending, right? When you send to a dead lead, you're spending money on that dead lead. Might as well get them off the list or segment him off on non-openers, non-clickers, and maybe you can survey that user, right? There's a lot of ways we can try to figure out what's going on with the lead. But the lead is dead. The lead is dead. Get rid of that lead. There's no point in spending money on that lead anymore, right? So relationship is key, obviously, with email marketing. You don't want to spam and just send bullshit every day. You want to give them some value, right? Even if you try to make the offer embedded in the value proposition or value content you're giving, it's important to angle it in a way where it doesn't sound spammy, right? Because your goal with your list is to keep subscribers, not get rid of subscribers, right? I know affiliates that, or advertisers even, that just spam the list, but they're always at a number of, let's say, for example, 25K lists. They don't really go high above that, they don't really go below it because they're constantly sending traffic. They're getting 100 leads every day, but their unsubscribe rate is 100 leads a day also. So that's why they're very stagnant. But is that good? Is that bad? It depends on your strategy, right? But I believe the goal is to keep the leads over time, because if traffic decides to be turned off from Facebook or Google, you can have your email list and just send it to your list. And that's basically your affiliate ATM right there, right? Again, you don't want to send just offers, send useful content, useful memes, send them a YouTube video. The goal is always for them to click and interact, right? And I think that's it. Yeah, thank you guys for your attention. I hope this was valuable in itself. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask. There's really not much there is for affiliate market, for internal lead gen for affiliate marketing. All you're doing is adding a form on your landing page, and then creating copy, and then and just writing copy every day. You know, it depends if you want to send emails once a day or 3 times a day. I know people that are sending it 5 times a day, right? So it really, really depends. But are those people doing it based on tagging, segmenting surveys, or sending them to the whole list? That I don't know, right? But I do know people that actually tell me that, hey, we send 5 emails a day, you know, or 3 emails. There's some that only do graphical emails, while some just do plain text. You really have to test. This is a new venture for you to actually get in, a new skill set for you to grow, a new imaginative, creative, and analytical side for you to grow your mind as well. So in order to make more money, you just have to evolve a little bit. And this is the easiest form of evolution for affiliate marketers, because all you got to do is add a form, sign up to an ESP, collect leads, send traffic, and repurpose those leads over and over again. But if you guys want to see me, make sure you check out IanFernando.com. Any of my social profiles, you can see it on screen, IanFernando.com/social. You can find me Instagram, Facebook, anywhere and all that. But if you have any questions, go ahead and ask, and let me know if you have anything else. All right. All right, guys. Thank you guys for having me, and we'll talk soon.
Ian Fernando, thank you so much for that presentation. That was awesome, just bombarding us with value there. And I'm sure it was a game changer for a lot of marketers out there, specifically not those that are so focused on email. Thank you again for that.
Yeah, no worries. I think it's good value for somebody to go ahead and just adjust and evolve just a little bit to get a better understanding of an expansion of marketing or marketing in general.
Yeah, I was kind of furiously writing notes here, specifically reallygoodemails.com, because like yourself, copywriting is not my forte. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go on and check that out. But a question regarding that I have for you regarding nurture sequences. So let's say, we're using Facebook ads to generate a lead magnet, and then we get them over to email. What is a best practice? How many emails should be in that nurture sequence would you recommend? Would it be like a 4 email sequence, 5, and what duration of time? Yeah, so the end goal really is to, to really take that lead and convert it pretty quickly. I try to do it within 3 days. That's my time limit, right? And then if I can't do it in 3 days, I try then to nurture it over maybe another 5 days after that. So technically it's an 8-day email series, right? Because my goal is if I'm spending $1, technically a traditional affiliate would want to get $1 back the same day, right? With email marketing, you kind of hopefully that lead gives you that $1 back in 3 days, right? So that makes up for your costs, your spending, and all that. But if it doesn't, then maybe you need to do it in a more nurturable way where, don't be so aggressive, be slowly aggressive, and then hopefully you make that $1 back within the 8 days. So for me, the goal is first 3 days conversion. If not, then I slow down my aggressive email campaigns and hopefully do that within the next 5 days. So a total of 8 days. So, okay, let's say following those 8 days, these people are still on your list. They've gone kind of cold. How often do you stay top of mind with them through email? If they're cold, then I get rid of them. There's no point to utilize them. And the reason why tagging is pretty important. If, for example, if they don't open the emails within the first 3 days, I remove them on the list. If they haven't clicked anything the first 3 days, I remove them on the list.
you can have your own rules. Let's say they opened and then they didn't click on it, but then that means there might be an issue with maybe email copy, right? So you got to figure that out, right?
Would you ever email that list again, old deleted leads, or are they gone from your ecosystem forever?
No, I wouldn't contact them again. It's kind of useless at the point, is because if they're not interacting, that means they were just curious but not interested, right? They probably only entered the email address just because, oh, what is on the back end? And if they didn't like that sales page or that offer or whatnot, and they didn't even open or click any of the emails within 3 days, to me, they're useless and I don't even bother with it anymore.
How important are subject lines in 2021? Are they still relevant? Is it important? Do you see something that's working better than others in terms of those strategies that you're implementing in those subject lines?
Yeah, for me, it's more like just adding just an emoji and making it short. A lot of people tend to just make it long and try to describe the emails in itself in the subject line, almost like a ad headline. But to me, I think it's not necessary. I think it needs to be curious enough and just be like, oh, that is what it is. Why did he say that? Let me just open that email. And because you really want open rates. That's kind of what you want.
Ian, this has been great. Again, the best way to get in touch with you would be through your socials or ianfernando.com.
IanFernando.com/social or just IanFernando.com. I'm all over the web.
That's it. Awesome. Ian, thanks so much for your time. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you, guys.